One of the best ways to make sure that your mix translates well in the real world is to mix in mono. When you actually think about it, when do you really get the opportunity to truly sit and listen to a piece of music accurately in stereo? I might find the odd Sunday morning where I might get a few minutes to sit in front of my record player and listen, but often I'll be moving around the house. I might go off and make a cup of coffee and I'm listening to that stereo summed in a completely different space. Unless you're a McLaren driver, then you won't be sitting dead center when you listen to music in the car. You're either going to be sitting on to the left or to the right, so you're going to be receiving that stereo information biased. And typically when we're listening to music around the real world, there's also other stuff going on. There's people talking and there's a lot of noise, even if you're listening on headphones. So relying on stereo techniques for clarity and mix translation could easily let you down. And this is why a number of mix engineers mix solely in mono, because it forces you to focus on frequency. When you're working in stereo, it's a lot easier to mask some of those frequency issues, and more often than not, you may find yourself creating muddier mixes than if you work more frequently in mono. Not only that, but working in mono also makes it a lot easier to judge relative volume within your mix. So with all that in mind, mixing in mono makes total sense. I don't mix 100% in mono, but I do throw a plug-in on my mix bus and I do flick it on and off throughout the mix process. Sometimes I'm working in stereo, sometimes I'm working with mono. Let's take a listen to how my mix is coming along in mono, and I also want to share that plugin with you because it's a beauty and it's free. So here's that plugin. It's from Mart, or Matt, however you pronounce it. It's called 2-Bus Control. It's super straightforward, but it's a really cool plugin, very handy. You can just whack it on your 2-bus or your mix bus, whatever you want to call it, on the end of the plug-in chain, and super easy to drop mono on and off. But it's also got some other functions. That's what I like about it. You can also listen to the left and the right hand side. You can also flip the left and the right hand side, and as well as having metering for the balance of the left and right, you've also got this phase correlation as well, which is really handy as well, actually. So you want to be seeing that going to the right hand side, somewhere between 0 and +1. If you're going into the negative, then you might have some phase issues, and that's a really handy meter to have too. So let's check out our mix in stereo, and I'm going to flick it into mono. And what we're listening for, first off, is again that those pillars of the mix. Really want that vocal to come through. We're listening for the kick and the snare, everything to sound balanced. We're taking a listen. We don't want to hear our guitars suddenly disappearing, or we're listening out for potentially like synths suddenly jumping out when we collapse into mono. Just checking everything still sounds balanced and in the right place. So we'll start off in stereo, and we'll bring the mono mix in.
The police driving by because you know they're scared, and though you cannot blame them, you've begun to care. As they pull you over drinking in the street, there's a riot around the corner with a target to meet. Who's these guys? Community cops, gangs and knives will make it stop. Someone please free the beast. And now we got life. Who's these guys? Community cops, gangs and knives will make it stop. Someone please free the beast. And now we got life. This is day release.
So there's the value of mixing in mono. It's a great way to check that everything's in the right place. It really makes your ears work on frequency, and it really makes you work on getting those volumes balanced correctly as well. And this is a great, simple, free, effective plugin that you can use. I've got a free 7 steps mix method guide. You can grab it below this video. It's going to help you to get better mixes from your home studio. I've also got a bunch of awesome production and mix courses. I'm going to give you 10% off those right now with coupon code YouTube10. The link for those is also below this video. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Most importantly, go and have yourself a great day.